Does The Devil Wears Prada 2 hold up to its predecessor? I definitely think so. This is a well established sequel, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is how you pull off a sequel. Anne Hathaway and Meryl Streep step back into the roles of Andy and Miranda, and their relationship is just a thing of beauty, and it's definitely a lot more mature and evolved in a good way in this movie. Now, you definitely see the maturity of Andy as she is a lot more confident, a lot more bold, a lot more able to take risk, but you definitely see that same Andy that you knew and love at this core essence of the character. But Miranda, on the other hand, I really felt like she's a lot more humanistic. Of course, from the first movie, she was a lot more devilish, and by the time we got to the vulnerability of the humanity of that character, it felt earned. It felt deserving because we got to go through the fire to be able to see that person inside of her. And here I felt like it was already known and established within the first movie, and we got to see that a lot more sooner than later. And we saw the complexities of Miranda, and it was just a beautiful portrayal of this character. And Stanley Tucci is back as Nigel, and you get most of the same cast members under the same house, except for one, which Emily Blunt, who is now the head of Dewar. And let me tell you, her character is a whole lot, and is in a good way though. I felt like the mantle was almost kind of passed on to her, but she has these nuances and these complexities within her character that makes her kind of conflicted in a way, and it was a joy to see. Now, there was a couple moments where I felt like the story was a little cluttered and kind of crowded with all the different storylines that was trying to be involved, but it kind of matched the tone of the chaos within the movie. But all in all, The Devil Wears Prada 2 is a great sequel. I don't think it's as good as the first one, but it's really hard to kind of capture that culture phenomenon that the first one gave. But it does do a great job in building upon what it was already established.